hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream for the crypto market. Hello. Nice to see all of you guys. So it's a weekend, and as usual, we gonna dive with the crypto market every weekend with our live stream. Wow, big chat. Nice to see all of you guys. So, sorry, my voice is a little bit still fresh. I was taking a power nap to be much more fit for the live stream because it's gonna be a long one. I know this. So, hello. Joe, how you doing? 6 hours. I will wait for your live stream. Could you take a look at virtual? Thanks, man. You're very welcome. Yes, virtual is very interesting. We already discussed it today in the Discord that, that is something they're unfolding, and of course, invalidation of bearish scenario. So interesting to look at. Of course, it is in our main list, so we're gonna take a look, of course. Milan, hello KG. Thank you for your great job. Please update with and Ena. All right, we can start with the special request. So we have with and Ena. Okay. You're welcome, Milan. MG, nice to see you, buddy. Aladdin, thanks, KG. FET is already there, of course, in our main list. Hamdan, please update a TRB and okay. So basically, it is just one per person, but we're gonna put it, of course, if we have time, the second one. All right, if we have, just to keep, of course, space for everyone. To be fair. Toby, hello buddy, IKG, as I am all in Tau now, and it seems to be favorite altcoin. Can you check on it, please? Well, Tau is already, should be in our main list, so yes. Tau, yeah, in the last live stream, we have mentioned that Tau is one of the best performer in the altcoins, despite the wick, the deep wick that we saw the last week. He has survived it and he has recovered it and even went above it. So very interesting for Tau. We're gonna take a look, of course. Ron, hello buddy. Hi KG. Would you please take a look at COI and IEI? Okay, that's very new, but we're gonna take a look at least at one of them, AI, COAI. If we have more time, we're gonna take a look at the second one, okay? All right, so where are we? You choose which one is most interesting. Okay, then if that is your request, or AI. All right, here we go. So Ayub, hello buddy, how you doing? Ada, Tau, hype. We're gonna put Ada since Tau is already there. Well, hype, of course, if we have more time. Yeah, buddy. Hungo. Hi, KG. Can you please look at virtuals? Yes, is already there. That's great. Ismail, hello, buddy. Virtuals, yes, it's gonna be there as well. Everyone is aiming on virtuals. Barbaros, okay, yes, virtuals. I need rebound. I hope it is not high B broken correction. Okay, virtuals is there. By the way, virtual is I already analyzed it on Discord. So it's going higher, but it's not the yet the bullish scenario. It means not the all-time high. Okay, but we're going for higher prices even more. MT, good evening, KG. Hello, everyone. Smash that like button for KG. Thank you, buddy, MT. Nice to see you here. And of course, don't forget to smash that like button as MT. Remind us. Thank you, buddy. Phil Suncoast. Hi again. Can you do ADA? Yes, is already there. The latest trends. Please check FLOKI. And yeah, so FLOKI. Yeah, we can see FLOKI. For the second one, if we have time, of course, then we might do it, all right? Barbaros, again, KG, I need rebound at it was okay. Hopefully. MT, AVAX is time left, okay, if time left. We can take a look at AVAX. And Joe, am I too late to the party? No, not yet. We didn't start the party. We're just drinking the drinks. I just joined, was stuck in traffic. Sorry to hear. Traffic in the cities is everywhere. Ayub, hi KG Pando. Okay. Ayub, did you already asked Ayub, honey. All right, you already got your request. You got the 3 requests before, so it's just one per person, buddy, just to keep space. Okay. Thank you for your understanding. Nasim, hi KG. I think you mean hi, not Kai. Guys, smash the like button for from Ayub. Thank you, Ayub, and thank you again for your understanding. So, all right, guys, it looks like our list is not so long. So maybe we're gonna dive also with those. So basically, we have to finish, of course, the main list, the main coin, just to get a overview for the crypto market. Where are we heading? And what to expect, of course, for the next week. So let's start, guys. We are at 15 or let's say 16 minutes. And okay, Bitcoin today is already analyzed. We're not gonna dive very deep because deep analysis is already made today. And of course, you can check all the scenarios. We're gonna just go a little bit in the micro level here. So basically, for Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin dominance, by the way. So this is Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, we are looking, of course, currently for a little bit higher prices after, of course, the low yesterday. And we saw, of course, a potential here in case we are in a 1-2, meaning as a leading diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, and a C, wave 2, and you move for higher. Now, basically, a confirmation for this to move for higher, we still need to take this high. Okay, so confirmation here for higher prices by taking this high. Now, basically, I cannot really say that this is something unfolding for continuation. So far, it looks like 3 waves, and we're dumping down to take this slow, meaning whether it becomes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, where we would like to hit here our testing area, the next testing area, which it might be, of course, a wave 2. Why? Because we might be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, and we're looking for a complex structure here, which is, of course, WX and Y, 3 waves in a wave A. And then we're looking here potentially to a wave B. And if this is a leading diagonal with a wave 2, therefore you want to see, of course, 3, 4, 5 here to finish, of course, in this area. Target in confluence for the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C is 117. Also inside, of course, our testing area, 0.618, 117K, plus the 1.618 taken from the 1 to the 2 is also 117K. So a lot of confluence in this number or on this price. If the things, of course, move toward the upside here, therefore, yeah, this might be the scenario. Now, of course, if we break this, if we continue for higher, and we break the 0.786, taking the 886 even, well, something bullish is unfolding here, definitely. Meaning bullish is the ultimate bullish scenario, where you might be in the following ultimate bullish scenario here as double 1, 2, 1, and then A, B, and a C finished over there, and you move up. Okay? But why low possibility again on the lower time frame? Because, guys, we don't have, unfortunately, we don't have a proper wave 1. Meaning, because this is your lowest low, you need a wave 1 too. Your wave 1 here, the only way to call it a motive wave is expanding diagonal, which is very rare scenario. It has 2% chance, 2%, okay? And of course, being in complex structure has higher percentage here, a lot of percentage. We're talking 90%, this is something complex, okay? Yeah, we cannot really focus on this like a 1, 2, unless we see this, okay? Therefore, okay, 1, 2 is unfolding here, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. All right, guys, so this is basically for Bitcoin. We might see higher prices. If we don't take the confirmation for higher, simply we move down. We still in a potential A, B, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course, for a wave C, to finish, of course, a wave 3 of your diagonal here. All right. And that means your diagonal, meaning can be 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. To finish a wave 1, not finish there, but to finish there. Yeah, so that's interesting. Now, if we break, of course, this level here and we move to the 101K 900, that means your wave 3 is longer than wave 1, start to be, of course, impulsive, meaning wave 3. And that means, of course, yes, it's true you finished a wave 1 there. It's true that this is your wave 2 here, right? Not up there. And then, of course, we are in a 1, 2 here, and we drop down in a wave 3. All right, so those are the key level. Of course, confirmation for higher, we move a little bit higher. If we stay under it, we dive to this area. All right, so this is an overview. Okay, so that's it for Bitcoin. Let's see the dominance. What does it say? So for the dominance here, we still, after this drop here, we got already on the, let's go for our chart. After this massive drop as a wave 1, obviously it is an impulse, we got kind of like ABC expanding flat wave 2 or wave B. Now after it, we saw another impulse, another drop, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we're still looking at something very corrective. That means, of course, Bitcoin dominance might drop down soon again. Okay, by dropping down, meaning, of course, it might give the altcoins a chance to move up, but if it's gonna be weak for Bitcoin, like Bitcoin is gonna move also down, it might bring the whole market with it, right? It might bring the altcoins with it. Now it depends, of course, guys. Some altcoins, of course, are going to decouple, right? So from Bitcoin, like Tau, for example, we saw Tau totally decoupling from the whole market, right? So yeah, there are some coins, guys. It's not always necessarily to follow Bitcoin, all of them. Now major market will follow, but some coins normally just decouple. Okay. It depends, guys. It depends, of course, on the psychology of the coin, and it depends on the chart so much, on the technical, like Tau. Tau, technically, it was very clear that it cannot be bearish in any case, even on the daily. So that's why we saw, of course, higher prices. So basically, Bitcoin dominance might move down. Now, what it's gonna be the reaction, it depends on Bitcoin. So if it moves down and Bitcoin moves up, even correctively, okay, showing some green while the dominance is moving down, that is very good for the altcoins, of course. That will be a very good condition for the alts to thrive. But if Bitcoin goes down with the dominance, I believe the altcoins, of course, might dive deep as well with Bitcoin. And this has happened over history before every time. All right, guys. So yeah, this is what we're looking for, Bitcoin dominance here. We're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen after all. So I think we started at 20 minutes here, and currently we are 23 minutes 30 for Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum. So interesting, like Ethereum is also one of the coins which it's not showing anything really bearish. Honestly, the chart is showing technically bullish scenario unfolding still, despite that Bitcoin is not yet showing a potential of strong bullish scenario, because that is one, but it's not yet strong. As we analyze it today, we still need a lot of indications that we are in a bullish, and plus the expanding diagonal is very rare for wave 1, so yeah, it's questionable, right? But this setup here is not so much questionable. I wouldn't set a question mark here on it, because for me the price here is very clear. Why? Because of course we are in an impulse 1, 2, we are in another impulse, another 1, 2. This 1, 2 here, the wave 2, is very clear 3 ways down. once we see those three ways down, yes, it might be deeper correction and annoying correction, which we are looking at, which is W, X, and a wave Y in a triangle here, which is almost finished, W, X, and a Y in triangle, and we should move toward the upside. On the 2 hours chart here, now if we want to get a little bit closer, well, you can see kind of like setup here that it has started to unfold something for higher. Meaning if this is your zigzag A, B, C, D, and you have a wave E, or your wave E is from there, that means, of course, yeah, it can be here an A, B, C as a zigzag. That means, of course, you have also wave E there, and this should be double 1, 2. However, this price right now, the last hours, which is a weekend, is still, of course, not really strong, but if we see continuation, that might mean a lot, okay? Meaning, first signal that we move higher is to break, of course, this trend line taken from the highs of this triangle. This is your first signal. The second signal, or the confirmation that we're moving for higher, is this 4K 117, where it is your confirmation for higher. Why? Because it invalidates, of course, the triangle. Not invalidate, actually, it break out the triangle clearly, and we move simply toward the upside. So the things are looking great, I would say, for Ethereum. Not yet, of course, clear, but this thing here might start to move for higher. I'm interested also to look a little bit on the indicators, because also it gives a little bit possibilities here, or higher or less. So on the daily, yes, this is exactly what I would like to see, guys. I have a bullish signal on the RSI, which is kind of like a divergence here, and we have a momentum which is slowing down for the bearish, and the MACD and the signal line are going in a bullish cross, which is very, very interesting. Okay, so I believe Ethereum, guys, might start to show some strengths. It's good that the 4 hours also RSI is above the midline, and currently we're getting out of the lower part on the MACD, with the MACD line and the signal line with, of course, an open line. That means, of course, they might open more. Okay, and we start to see momentum increasing there. So I'm interested in so much in Ethereum, honestly. It's very interesting. Very interesting. On the weekly, well, the weekly is not looking good, yeah. But it's still, I'm not sure if it's gonna, I mean, the RSI is very close to the midline anyway. It's gonna curve somehow. It's gonna curve. Even if it's gonna go down later on, it can curve for a few weeks here and then move down. Because normally it curves. Yeah, normally it curves. So basically it can be that it takes a little bit more time here and then move down. But on the daily is very interesting, guys. Okay, and also per Elliott wave is, of course, kind of like strong scenario, guys, for Ethereum. So as I mentioned last week, Ethereum and Tau are totally decoupled. All right, from the crypto market, they still looking strong. And there was another, I forgot which one. I think SPX 6000. Yeah, I think so. All right, so let's see Solana. So for Solana is a little bit complicated, I would say. Still complicated on the daily, not on the lower time frame. On the daily, why? Even I am still confused what Solana wants to do. Yeah, because there are two possibilities, of course, one bullish, one bearish. And the problem is that Solana is still ranging in this area for a very long time ago, and we still don't have an answer. Is it the bullish that you want, Solana, or the bearish one? Now, the bearish one, which is corrective, is, of course, the A, B, and a C here. $80, $75. Hitting the 0.38 for several bullish scenarios where you have 1, 2, another impulse 1, and then ABC wave 2, and then we move up. Second scenario is leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 has to be ABC and then wave 5. If we are in a finished zigzag as a wave A, you're looking for a wave B as 3 wave, A, B, and a C, and then we move up. So the whole bullish scenario here requires, of course, a wave B in 3 waves, and then moving up. So the problem is, now currently you have 3 waves up, right? You have kind of an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is very likely after 3 waves to move down, okay? But still showing also a potential double 1, 2 here, and even double 1, 2 internally, like big 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and no invalidation yet. So because I didn't get the invalidation yet for this several 1, 2s, I'm so confused yet. Solana, what does it wants to do? Now, in bullish, what is the scenario in bullish? You would tell me, okay, but if those 3 waves are necessarily here to have, and you have 1, 2, 1, 2, how are you going to count it next? Exactly. It's an extension, wave 4, going there after 3 waves expanding flat, and you're looking to unfinished wave 5 still unfolding over there. Meaning, yes, the count has, of course, to be updated in case we move higher, in case we take this confirmation for higher. I want to confirm that we're moving up. It means like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we move 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. But nothing yet for a very long time. Still ranging in the same area on the 4-hour chart. You can see exactly what I mean. Yeah, so this range here for the whole week still, of course, in triangle. Now, what is interesting, of course, on the micro level is that you have a clear impulse here also again. So you have a clear impulse, you have a WX and a Y, you have another potential drop here, not validated, yes, not invalidated as an impulse. So meaning if you are in double 1, 2 here, you have 3, 4 in triangle and might drop again. Can be, guys. So because it is a triangle after the top here, A, B, C, D, and an E, perfect triangle, so we gotta be careful because the wave E is toward the upside here. It's not like Ethereum, okay? Just don't get confused how it is triangle for Solana and we move down, and how it is the same triangle for Ethereum, but we move up. Sorry, triangle from there, but we move up. Because the difference with the chart, and this is always what I make sure to deliver, guys, that is difference with the charts always. Ethereum, you have 3 waves down first, while Solana, you have an impulse down. Okay, and let's say this is your 3 waves down. In Solana, same as Ethereum. Your triangle starts from low, A, B, C, D, and a E, meaning you finish upward, then you drop down for wave C, A, B, and a C, 3 waves. While Ethereum, after the 3 waves down, you move 1 WX and a Y or complex structure for an X up, and this is a huge difference. And then you start your triangle as a zigzag, 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 and you finish wave E downward. Therefore, we push up. So this is the difference, guys, and that's why always I say, like Ethereum, for example, is decoupling, is not showing really weakness. Yep, so this is a difference. That is a whole swing here, which is making a huge difference between this coin, which is Ethereum, and the other coins, because the other coins are closer to Solana. All right, so this is the thing. So we're gonna see, of course, but I'm still looking here what's gonna happen. So if we move for higher somehow, which is, of course, you would like to see first this confirmation here that you're moving higher. So this is your first confirmation for higher prices. If we move for higher here, invalidation of the bearish by taking the wave 1 here, 1, 2, 3, and this is your wave 4. Okay, we make sure, yes, we're moving for higher, definitely. All right, so, and of course, your bearish or your confirmation for bear market here is taking this low exactly, which is at 156. Why? Because once you take this low, you get out of this wave 1 as diagonal A, B, C, and then of course, yeah, the things are gone. So if this is your wave A, B, potentially, or yeah, I cannot call it W because it is an impulse here. So A, B, and a C, well, the wave C can be one more leg or 4, 5, 4, 5 downward to move higher. But don't forget, you're getting closer to the 886 and you're getting closer to the confirmation. Yeah, so even if you are in 3 waves down and then triangle wave B, meaning A, B, and then your wave C definitely is gonna invalidate this. Therefore, of course, one scenario is still there. It's not out for bullish. It's not out, but only the most prior scenario, which is in priority here in double 1-2, will be invalidated. But you still have another scenario, which is there. It's gonna transform all of it to a diagonal here, and that means you might be in a big diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then if this is your wave A, the 3 waves plus the triangle wave B, and then a wave C, you might still be in the green box for a wave 1, 2, and then moving towards the upside. But yes, it is a massive drop. Yeah, and it depends. I mean, because it can simply say, no, that was not the scenario. That's not a diagonal. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to take the 886. Taking the low, if you take the low here, therefore, okay, definitely it is the $75 that we talk about it, of course, on the daily. Yep, so complicated a little bit with Solana, but not difficult, but just complicated because we don't get answer. Yeah, so this is the thing. So injective at 37 minutes for injective. Let me check the chat first. Hello, Felix. How you doing? Uxi, dot, please. We can put dot, but I hate this one. Again, every time I tell you. Virtuals, Timar. Yes, Virtuals is there. One of our main list. Edroy, hello, boss. Love your work. Could you cover link? Yes, we can take a look at link. All right, so we are in injective. So for injective, where is injective? Solana, Ethereum, injective. Here we go. So injective is still, of course, also very boring last week, right? And we're still looking, of course, at this triangle here after the massive drop. Well, understandable, right? That the market needs to understand what's going on. And if we still, of course, in a triangle, we might continue the drop very logically before calling any kind of scenarios here. So basically, what we are looking here at 1, 2, and then potential 1, 2. If this is your wave 2 still unfolding as an A, B in the 3 waves, and we drop down in a kind of a structure that it should be a wave C or a wave Y. Because 3 waves down can be A or a wave W. 3 waves up can be the B or the X. Whatever you're getting here in this area is going to be a wave Y or a wave C. Now the difference is that the wave C has to be an impulse 5 waves or diagonal 5 waves, while the wave Y has to be 3 waves or triangle, big triangle. And that means, of course, we simply need time. Need time for a wave C that it match exactly your wave A, starting from the wave B. And that means 1 to 1/5 time, which is yeah, still very long time, I believe, September 2026. So yeah, I'm preparing for you guys because it might be the case. Okay, we're gonna see up and downs, but in this area. And I believe if it's this is gonna turn into a complex structure, it is your wave Y. If it's gonna keep to dump very slowly like this, it's gonna be your diagonal here, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you have potentially here still continuation of an impulse, by the way. So let's dive deeper. So if we dive deeper inside it, the problem, yes, I'm sorry guys, there is no bullish scenario so strong here. And many comments were like, okay, just bearish fantasies. Someone wrote me, no bullish scenario, just bearish fantasy. Okay, what should I do? From where I buy a bullish scenario from there? I'm sorry, but how can I give you a bullish scenario from such a structure? Yeah, so this is the thing. I can't. I mean, I cannot say bullish. It's a disgrace for me to say that there is a bullish scenario. There is no bullish scenario, unfortunately. So the thing is, on the lower time frame, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and you still have potential wave 1 here, and you got the drop, which it is your wave 3. Now forget about the wick, okay? Forget where the wick goes, wherever it is. So, okay, we got liquidations, all right? It got the low, so the bear market is done, is finished. As a bear market in price is done and finished. All what I think here is to finish any structure. It's about timing right now. First, to get confidence in the market after this catastrophe, right? To get confidence again, and that even that who got liquidated, that he get recovered, right? Going to McDonald's, work again, and get some money, right? Unfortunately, guys, this is a reality. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially wave 5. If this is an impulse finished, it cannot be bullish as bullish new highs. It can be recovering, but it cannot be bullish. It cannot take a new highs. Why? Because of course, if you finish this structure as impulse, it's not done yet. You still need the time. You still need the time. You just finished an impulse, which is a part of the wave A, B, which it might be your higher prices, and then wave C. At least, I mean, yeah, it might take even longer time. Maybe it's gonna just have fun with us, yeah, for a very long time. Yeah, just to finish this, at least to get closer to the timing of a wave A. So yeah, unfortunately, this is what currently injective show. I'm not saying the whole crypto market, because some coins are out of this bound, yeah, out of this structure even. Like Ethereum, like Tau as well. Again, SPX. We're gonna see again SPX, by the way. But this triangle as an A, B, C, D, and an E might be your wave 4 there, and might unfold a wave 5 downward again. 4 and a 5. Okay. So yeah, not. I'm sorry, guys. It's not a nice structure for to say we are bullish. Even like, let's say this is a 1, 2. What is the impulse? It's horrible. Let's say this is 1, 2. What is the impulse? Yep. So, and it's obviously, of course, triangle. So, what we can do? That's what we have right now. Sui at 44 minutes. So for Sui, Sui is different structure, by the way. Is a different structure. For example, not very bullish, but actually it might have some a potential for higher prices. It's not necessarily that we're gonna take the highs, but it can be your wave D there. Why? Because of course for Sui, here we go, we might be in a triangle A, B. The wave C can be finished. How? By finishing this impulse, the same as injective, finishing the impulse, and moving very high, but also injective is gonna move higher at the same time as well. So even in an A, B, C, D, and an E, the difference was with SUI is much more clearer that it might be kind of like a very significant wave D there as a zigzag. It might make the triangle even less aggressive somehow like this. ABC. Yeah, you might be very close to the high. Okay, it might not take it in most highest possibilities, but of course you might of course then uh, drop down for a wave E and then moving bullish. Well, at least SUI is showing that okay, if we finish this triangle, which is not gonna take really so much time as the other coins, because it shows like a huge A, B, and you still need the wave C. Here we don't see this. Here you have already kind of finished three-wave structure, and that's the difference. Always, guys, you need to understand the difference with the charts and the patterns that it draws. It's totally different. Yeah. So basically, if you are in a triangle, it might be even very close to move higher before any other altcoin, which they are dropping. And if you are in a potential finished ABC, don't forget that you still have a bullish scenario here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a wave Y. Your wave Y is A as diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, diagonal A, B, and a C. The wave C is this impulse that it should be finished on the micro level. So basically, even if we finish the impulse there, SUI has a possibility for 1, 2 here. Still playing there, 886 not taken. So very interesting. Let's dive in the micro then and see what do we have. So basically, on the micro level here, you have a potential two scenarios. Okay, you can be in a leading diagonal wave A or a wave 1, right? You have here a wave B or a wave 2, and you dive in double 1, 2, 3, can be 4, 5, 4, and a 5, yes. Okay, yes, it can be, and it can be, of course, the triangle. Definitely, it can be this triangle here. Okay, and we drop down, of course. One more drop, and I believe the next drop might be over there. Now, why I think it is a triangle, A, B, C here, you have, of course, zigzag. You have another zigzag. You have another zigzag. And currently, of course, you're moving in a potential wave E. So, yeah, guys, we still, of course, looking for one more drop, I would say. Maybe it's gonna be a higher wave here, wave E, still, because this invalidation of triangle, right, might be higher prices. Of course, if invalidated here, I will not be surprised to move higher without finishing something lower. And that means, of course, this is a W, X, and a Y. It can be W as a zigzag. It can be your X in the three waves. It can be your wave Y finished somehow like this in a zigzag. All right, so everything is possible, guys, but we need invalidation of triangle first. Okay? So that's it regarding SUI. Now, currently on the 15-minute chart, very lower time frame. Is this something bullish, for example? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Interesting. Yes, it can be, of course, an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 2, then followed by 1, 2. Okay, invalidation. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. Yeah, but don't forget that this might turns into ABC as well, yeah, which is your wave E in the triangle. Yeah, so very likely that it is a zigzag, and this is an ending a diagonal here and then dropping down. Yep. Unless unless you're gonna get a wave 2 dropping down and then moving up again and take the high, and then okay, bullish. Okay, because it become 1 2 1 2 and you took the high in a fifth wave, and that turns to something probability as bullish, it becomes higher. But currently the probability is much higher for the bearish, for moving correctively still for lower prices. I'm expecting the $2, okay, which is very psychological, and from $2 I think SUI might explode again to the $3.7 $3.8. This is what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna move there and then explosion for a wave D. The wave D is gonna be kind of like this very sharp, unhandleable zigzag in double impulses. All right. Hello, Ted. How you doing, buddy? Virtuals, yes, is gonna be there. MGA. Hello, everyone. Hello, KG. Thank you so much for your TAs. Sincerely appreciate your help. To newbies, you're very welcome, buddy. That's always a pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words, man. May you and your family always be blessed. Thank you very much. I wish you the same, buddy. You're very kind, man. Thank you. All right, so that's for SUI. Let's move for render. All right, for render. So for render, very clear price, honestly, for render on the daily as well. There is no confusion so much. Yeah, it's very clear. 3 waves down here, A, B, C, D, E. Well, if you remember, before the drop here, and we were still there, here, in this wave 1, 2. And if you remember, if you can go to the videos, by the way, with render, where there is render SUI and FET. You can go to the date before this drop. In this area, once we start to dump down, I was pretty sure we're going bearish. And I mentioned this in every single video for render and FT, because they were the honest coins, honestly. They were the most honest one, showing a very corrective triangle. After 3 waves down, seeing a triangle, it was clear that we dropped down for a wave C. Both were very clear. I don't know how, but at the end, the whole market followed this. Currently, what we have on render on the daily, by the way, what are the possibilities? Well, you can still count a double 1 2 here. The wave 2, however, I think the same as injective is gonna take it time a little bit. Okay, so yes, the bear market is finished as price. Okay, as priced, we're done. It's taken. All liquidation is done. Now the market is asking for time. Okay, now how it's gonna unfold? Of course, it's gonna be potential ABC again or WXNOI in 2 different possibilities. One of them. Now, of course, the shortest one is the Y, WXNOI, because it's gonna be only 3 wave structure, while the wave C is gonna be 5 wave structure, and logically, of course, is the wave C is gonna take more time. So what I seek right now in both case scenario is to finish the impulse there, meaning this 1 2 that it has started with a drop somewhere. We're gonna count wave 3 somewhere here, not all the way. It might finish, of course, a wave 4 5 somewhere here, and start an A, B, and a C, and then probably moving toward the upside. At least to get closer the minimum time required, which is 0.618 to the wave A. That means it's not really necessarily to take the whole time, and especially, of course, if you took the low. So probably 0.618, which it might be April 2026. Can be. Yeah, so we'll see, guys. Probabilities here for the pattern, it's a very complex structure. It can be, of course, diagonal. I'm not expecting, of course, something impulsive anymore, honestly. I'm expecting a diagonal, wave C, or a zigzag, wave Y. Or, of course, if this is gonna finish as ABC, for example, for a wave A, because normally the triangles have such a horrible scenarios in a wave A of triangle. The first wave A of a triangle is the most aggressive always, and then it starts to slow down. So that looks kind of like this. However, why I doubt it? Because to have double triangle in a wave B and then get another triangle, or sorry, in an X, and get another triangle in a wave Y, well, yeah, very low possibility. Therefore, highest possibility is a zigzag in wave Y. Unless we transfer the zigzag to something as diagonal later on. Yeah, so this is how it's gonna be, guys. So once we finish the zigzag first, we'll see, are we bullish or not? If we move up and we start to see weakness again, okay, this is the diagonal unfolding, one more wave toward the downside and then moving up, which is always a trap. And before every single bull run, right? So this is exactly what happens always. But yeah, so these are the possibilities for render. Micro level for render, well, nothing far from SUI or injective. We still in this triangle, nothing bullish. I'm sorry, guys, nothing bullish. 3 waves up from the low here. You start from here. If you want to count something bullish, you have to start from there because this is your low. So you have 3 waves. Nothing yet is bullish, and obviously we are in a triangle as well. Of course, after this massive drop, of course, it's gonna calm down. Yeah. And triangle. So yeah. Now the interesting thing is that A, B, C, D, and a E, and I still look here on the 1 hour chart. I see a little bit higher prices, so that's interesting. And I can count 5 ways up here, but yeah, invalidation. Yeah, not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's an ending there. It says 3 waves, but yeah. What's going on here is potential A, B, and a C, and this is a wave C, which it has to be an impulse, and potentially that's why we're looking at an impulse here. So your A, B, C as a wave E is not finished yet. Yeah, so it's not done yet. So I would say this is your invalidation of triangle. Well, if we take this price, that will be interesting. But yeah, I hope that it doesn't do this annoying thing that the triangle always do, like A, B, and getting another wave C, and then D, and then E. Yeah, so that is horrible. And then dropping down. So that is can be, of course, and that if we take the invalidation of triangle, it might be a bigger ABC here. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. That will be very, very annoying. To go in a very big triangle, expanding the triangle there, that will be very annoying. But basically, you need. Yeah, it's very low possibility again. Yeah, a very low possibility because you have a triangle before. I doubt it. I doubt it that we can have triangle. Yes, that's good. That's good. All right, so that's it regarding renders. I'm still looking, of course, for lower. So 58 a minute for FET. Yeah, so FET is the same as render, right? The same thing as I told you, like both were very honest to us, despite the drop, of course. I mean, honestly, it was very clear, yeah, for us on the channel that all right, finish triangle, we move impulse in a clear impulse. Okay, it was the signal, guys. We're moving bearish. Okay, just forget about it. Yep, so this is the thing. And now we drop now with FET still very honest as FET. Still showing, of course, this drop downward. Like in a 1-2, wave 3 potentially finished, can be finished there, and then wave 4 here, and your wave 5 still unfolding. And this wave 5 is potentially finished for me, honestly. I see wave 5 finished there as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we start to see some rebound. Now, someone told me, KG, you said you don't want to analyze FET anymore. Why are you still analyzing? And now you say it's a rebound. Okay. Guys, after every 5 waves down, what do you expect? that is keep moving down is gonna rebound. Even if there is a crisis, there is a rebound. Okay, guys. So this is Elliott wave. This is the psychology of the market. It works always like this, always. So we got the 5 waves down, finished. Yes, it's gonna rebound. Is it bullish? Of course not. It's not. It doesn't have to be bullish. When I say bullish, by the way, it means for me bullish. When I say this, it means like taking new highs. But when I say higher prices correctively, it means yeah, we might rebound, we might recover a little bit. Higher prices, simply. When I say bearish, it means of course new lows. That was bearish, of course, because you get new lows here. But when I say lower prices, it means, of course, or correctively, like moving down correctively, that means a correction, and we're gonna rebound sooner or later. And of course, as this is an impulse finished, and that means, of course, did you finish your bear market? Of course not, because on the daily, you still have 3 ways down, followed by a triangle. It's a very honest price action. It's a wave B, right? After wave A, you have a wave B or WX, and you're looking for a wave Y. Now you finished an impulse, A, B, and a C, as a wave Y. Is it gonna still tricking us, having high and then dropping for a new low for a wave C? Well, yes, it can be definitely. And then start to think, of course, bullish again after having the perfect time and the structure here that we might have. Now, can the wave Y be like kind of like A, B, and a C, just taking the low probably here, or just taking this low? Forget about the wick again. Can it be just like this, like but hitting the 0.618 at least, or this blue box? Yes, it can be. It can be very high B. It can be wave C again. Yes, it can be. Okay. So yeah, of course it's a corrective structure, guys. We don't know exactly yet, of course, but the micro level later on is gonna tell us. We're not gonna stay blind forever, but we're trying here to predict the things. Yeah. Highest possibility is a zigzag, and then to estimate later on if we are in 3 waves here. And of course, it depends on the structure there, so we're gonna know directly. But yeah, so if it might move for a wave 4 5 later on, we're gonna see. But yeah, I don't see yet bullish scenario, and very sorry, guys. Okay, so I would love to. Now, the hero of the crypto market, virtuals. I see what's going on in virtuals. So for virtuals, all right, very nice. Ooh, what a rocket. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. We are looking here, as I mentioned, potential wave 4 finished can be yes. However, are we in a triangle here, or are we in a wave 4? So first, in priority, you are in a triangle. In priority. But of course, at some levels, we're gonna be in bullish scenario wave 5, which is potentially, well, no, even it can be higher. A, B, yeah. I'm looking if this is a triangle zigzag A, B, C, D, and a E. Well, it can, it can be higher. That means, yes, it can be higher, where you are looking at A, B, and a C. Obviously, just by looking here at the daily, guys, I'm going daily. Obviously, this is a kind of a wave B. No 0.38, right? And we might be here, of course, in a something like a zigzag toward the upside. I'm watching the $2. Now, if we break above the 1-to-1 fib level and you take this high, well, it can be an extended still wave C, right? But it depends also what we get after. That means what we get after is the wave 4. Are we going to be corrective and we move higher for the wave 5 while the target is there? But I would say breaking the 1-to-1 fib level is already a signal for bullish. You see, I'm saying bullish. Why? Because new highs might be taken. Okay. Yeah. But currently, we have to be careful from the wave B here, which is very shallow, because always wave B has to look like a blitz, right? Very shallow wave B and very, very fast. It should look like this. So this is exactly what it looks like. So, and you have a zigzag down, potentially zigzag up, and then probably gonna be like this, like A, B, C, D, and an E, and then moving up. Yes, can be. In both case scenario, well, yeah, that is a very long wave 4, by the way, based on the wave 2. But it can be a wave B, which is gonna unfold a wave C sooner or later. But very interesting right now for virtuals, what we are looking at. And of course, yeah, we're gonna see a reaction, of course, at the 0.618. That's very normal. But what it is good is that you have 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, probably continuation toward the upside until the $2. 1 hour chart, let me check the structure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5. So yes, you're gonna move down a little bit. Targets can be also given here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's count it as just 1, 2 here. Only one. So wave 4 as an impulse. Okay, we might drop down a little bit here, so don't be surprised. Okay, until the 1.2, 0.23, right? In 3 waves should be, and then moving toward the upside. It's not gonna take so much time because your wave 2 is very shallow in time as well. Okay, it's very shallow in time. So basically, it might take like additional 3 candles or 4 candles on the 1 hour chart, 4 hours, 5 hours, and then moving up. Now, after a massive move, don't forget it might consolidate as well, meaning a triangle, and then moving up. It might take a little bit longer then. But yeah, so things are looking good. Why? Because, of course, invalidation here taken. The invalidation is taken, guys, for, here we go. Invalidation of triangle, where we were looking at A, B, C, D, and a E. The wave E take the wave D, then invalidation, we are bullish. Boom. This was my last analysis as well. Plus, invalidation of bearish, which is much more nicer even, because if you are in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, if you're still in a wave 4 and going up for an A, B, and a C here, you interfered with the zone 1, no bearish anymore. Which is very, very interesting. Meaning, of course, yes, decoupling, yes. Finally, I see some example live. Here we go. Everything is dropping down, guys. Everything is dropping down, including Bitcoin, because this is your question always. KG, I have a question. This is your comments. How do you think that Ethereum is gonna go up while Bitcoin is going down? Right? So I don't know how, guys. But here we go. Bitcoin is not showing so much strength, and we're still, of course, corrective, and we might drop down while virtuals is rocketing. Decoupling. Okay? So, yep. That is the difference, guys. And this is what the chart says. I mean, the chart says here that we're moving up in both case scenario, because on the daily, of course, you are in 2 scenarios only. You have 2 scenarios only, whether wave 4 or a wave B. 2 scenarios. Now, of course, after this drop here, we were estimating the triangle. Once virtual gave us the invalidation of triangle, then okay, that is nice. Then got the invalidation of bearish, even more nicer. We're moving up. Okay, so that's it. Target is $2, 1-to-1 fib level. All right, that was our hero virtual for this weekend. So XRP at 1 hour 9 XRP. Here we go. Also interesting. Do we have? Oh, we have also invalidation. Wow, that's an opportunity here. Oh, not yet. It might be expanding here, but very interesting. Also, it might be an opportunity. So we're very close for invalidation of triangle. So that's very interesting. So the triangle that I'm talking about here is this one. And of course, you gotta watch, of course, the ABC, but very interesting, honestly. If we see invalidation here of triangle, and especially here, it is an impulse. Let me check this one. Let me zoom in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to say that this is a wave one here. If that was wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, that would be much more interesting. But for me, it looks like let's dive deeper. Okay, it looks like I put a leading diagonal here. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, everything overlapping. No, it says 3 waves. Okay, it says 3 waves. We cannot make it by force. So if this happens, of course, that we take invalidation, it might be something else. It might be something else. That means, what if we are in a 1, 2, wave 3? It means if you take the high here, what if you are in a diagonal upward? That's interesting, because you might be in a zigzag, probably. But this should be an impulse. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like a regular flat, honestly. All right, but we're gonna watch this anyway. You still have here also a potential impulse downward. Don't forget that you might be in a 1, 2, 3. Wave 4 can be the triangle or can be ABC in case it takes the high and then rebound. And that means, of course, invalidation of bearish would be a very nice signal. The same as virtual. So invalidation of bearish. If we take this one, then yes, something interesting is happening here. Okay, something for higher, and that means, of course, your 1, 2 is done and finished as W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y might be here, potentially A, B, and a C. And by the way, that is also something worth to look at. Ah, yeah, but still A, B, and a C. All right. Okay, I was looking, what if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and this is wave 5 because it looks like ABC, but it should, yeah, it should look better than this as diagonal. All right, yeah, what if it is a WX and a Y? It still can be a complex structure here, okay? Finished in a wave 2, because you finished as a 0.786 taken from the wave 1 here, 2, and then you move really high. So I would say it's very interesting. And don't forget, you are here potentially in a 1, 2, 3 wave 4, which is time-wise, as alternation is okay. With wave 2 is still okay. And need to move for higher, yeah, after the triangle, like A, B, C, D, and a E. Now we moved, of course, for a wave 1, 2. You are in the perfection for a wave 2, and it took so much long time. So yeah, I'm looking if this is gonna be really a wave 3. So breaking the invalidation of triangle, breaking the invalidation of bearish, I believe that might unfold something very massive for XRP here. We might fill the blue box at $4. Crazy if that happened. All right, so that's it for XRP. Let's see SPX. I think SPX also the last week end was showing a good potential. So we're gonna see what it did the last week. SPX, here we go. So, all right, we see, yeah, Okay. All right. So for SPX on the daily, let's remind you where are we. So it's still looking okay. And that's why I'm saying SPX looking still in a bullish formation. I'm going to explain why. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning finished wave 3. You might be here in a wave 4, can be, or this is your finished wave 4 as well. Yeah, sorry, here, sorry, you are extending a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3 here. Yeah, so this wave 5. Wave 4 is not given yet. Okay, meaning the wave 3 here, wave 5 also not finished. And this impulse is only 1, 2, and you're looking for 3, 4, 5. Now, why I'm saying this, why I'm extending? Because of the corrective wave structure. If this is an impulse 1, 2, 3 wave 4 invalidation interfering with zone 1. If this is a leading diagonal, much more rare case scenario as an expanding, because wave 3 is of course longer than wave 1, plus wave 5 shorter than wave 3, meaning even expanding you cannot count it. If it is a leading diagonal as contracting, of course wave 3 again is longer, and also it is not contracting anymore. Wave 4 is longer than wave 2. Meaning definitely here you are very, very corrective. Nothing is as a motive wave in the structure, right? And that means it is very corrective, and I believe this is a W, X, and a wave Y here. And we still in the range, guess what? We still in the range of a 1, 2, very high fib levels for wave 2. Let me, before going so much there, let me show you what I mean. If you take wave 2 fib levels, you are just at the 0.38, which is minimum requirement for bullish, and you're still moving up and ranging on it. Very interesting, right? It's a very, very interesting position for SPX. I consider it a strength signal. Plus, what is very interesting as well, even after the drop, after the massive drop, you invalidate the bearish directly by moving up again and, of course, recovering the whole drop. Now, okay, it has dropped again because, of course, as I mentioned, it needs time, it has to fill it, and it has to finish a structure here. Because you have here a wave W, and I believe this wave W is horrible because it's an A. This is your wave C, and this is your wave B as a running flat in between. But it is a zigzag at the end, finished wave A. Yeah, it's a very complicated one, guys. I know. But this is very advanced thing that it might happen here. But it is corrective. It's not something motive wave. And yeah, so these are the things. Currently, you're still very corrective there, and you're having kind of like you're finishing an ABC here potentially, and probably finished even, yeah, because you have an impulse there. So it can be an A 3 waves down, wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished 3 wave structure, which it has to be, of course, WX and a Y. And then we start to see some strength towards the upside. Very interesting. So this is the explanation why. Now, basically, even if you are in W here, the W is there, of course. If this is a wave A, by the way, this is different scenario. It can be this wave C still unfolding for a little bit lower here. Why a little bit? Because I know it is invalidated. I know we are in something in diagonal. Now, as a wave A, you have zigzag. You have A, B, and a C expanding flat in a wave B. And you're getting here another potential ABC for, or diagonal, sorry, in this case, wave C, diagonal. Or if you are, of course, in the zigzag that I mentioned, A, B, and a C for a W, you have an X. You're getting here kind of like a finished zigzag. I believe that this can be something finished. Why? Currently, if we move on the 1 hour chart here, it can be, yes, it can be, guys. It can be a diagonal there. I'm going to explain. Here we go. There you go. So you have zigzag wave 1, wave 2, zigzag, wave 3, wave 4, internally can be a zigzag wave 5. 15-minute chart, A, B, and a C. So that means this can be a 1, 2 there. Or, of course, it can be a wave A. Wave A or a 1, and then A, B, C expanding flat, wave 2, 1, 2, and you're looking at higher prices again. That means if we take the high, so this might be confirmation for higher. Here we go. Yeah, so very interesting for SPX, and that's why I'm saying, okay, it is different structure. It is different than injective, different than render, different than FET. Yeah, it's showing something else, guys. It's like Ethereum and Tau, right? And virtuals. Those main coins. So let's put them here. Highest performer. So we have first virtuals, and I think Tau to be revised, of course, next. And of course we have Ethereum and SPX. Those two did not perform yet, like Tau and virtuals, but they are going to do it. This is what I'm saying. Okay, probability is very high that they going to perform the same as virtuals and Tau did, despite whatever Bitcoin and other coins are going to do, guys. This is what the chart says. Okay, let's move for BNB. Let's see Binance, because Binance is also interesting. Now, after topping here for Binance, we topped in a 1, 2 here, wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, very massive drop also, and then recovered directly impulsively with a new high, finishing wave 5 properly. Now, what is dangerous here with Binance is that, yes, you might have topped and you got an impulse after it. Plus, it's a three-wave structure starting from there. 3 ways up, 3 ways down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning an A. Probably B and a C, maybe yes, higher prices, but not bullish. And it can be finished ABC, and it can be dropping soon, even. So is it 1, 2? Can be yes. So you gotta be careful from a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. And we might be also in 0.38. Yes, perfectly taken and rejected. And this is a very huge signal there. Time-wise, for wave 2, it should be done, meaning you should move down. Yep. Of course, it can be ABC, yes. If this is going to transform to ABC there, okay, something is extending there for Binance, which is, I'm going to tell you exactly, just a second. If we see an ABC somewhere here, it might be a running triangle, or it might be, of course, something as corrective structure, W, X, and a Y, but it's too early to call this. Higher possibilities that we have topped because the structure is perfectly done here without invalidation of a wave 4. Deep, yes, but recovered. In a wave 5, taking the high impulsively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 internally, as you can see. So, yeah, I think Binance is not going to be bullish, meaning no new highs are expected. No new highs are expected. Probably can be higher prices in correction, like 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then dropping down again. All right, let's see Tau. We forgot the timing. All right, so 1 hour, 20 minutes for BNB. Okay, I think 20 just took 3 minutes. Tau at 1 hour, 24. Okay. So, for Tau, okay, we still, okay, that's also a signal kind of a correction. Okay, very clear correction here, but we might still drop down a little bit. But the things are still, of course, at the end in the direction upward. And that means on the daily here for tau, why it is different than the others. Because, of course, you took the low and even, again, bullish, meaning taking the high, and you're still looking for higher. Now, basically, the direction of the market is impulsive upward. You got finished 3 waves, you move up. You got an impulse, 1, 2, you move up. You finish an impulse, A, B, C, D, and an E triangle, finished, you move up. If you want to be bearish here, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm trying to find something bearish. You can. Of course, you can be in a very complex structure if it wants to, but it looks like 3 ways down, maybe 3 ways up. You need still to finish the 1-to-1 fib level. How much interesting it is. Even if you are bearish, you are in a zigzag. You need to finish it. You need to take the 1-to-1, or of course the uncommon target if it's want to be annoying, which is, be careful, 0.618. Is it the uncommon target here? ABC finished, and we drop down. I doubt it. I doubt it. Now, of course, at the 1-to-1 fib level here, you have also an impulse, which it should be, of course, your wave C. What is very also scary is, of course, having another impulse downward. Okay, now what we got here after it, can it be an impulse? Well, it's hard to say, but yes, it still can be. Even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, here we go. Yeah, this is the problem. It's not the wave 3 the problem, it is the wave 5 the problem. 3 waves. That means it is not, of course, an impulse. It is a W and an X and a Y in double zigzag. And that means you're self-corrective in this area here in 3 ways, and you move again impulsive. Now we have kind of like a correction here, because this, if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, can be finished, yes, and you're still very, very corrective. I believe it's gonna have one more drop. If you are in a wave 2, here we go. We're still looking probably for this area. If not, okay, if not, we gotta be careful. This might be a triangle. And it might be that you have finished a 1, 2, wave 3 somewhere here, 4 and a 5 for wave A, B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave C. Meaning, yes, this can transform to something like a zigzag. I know that here is very complicated, but still can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somehow. It can be even like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wave 4 is very, very shallow, just one candle. Anyway, your wave 2 is 2 candles almost. But yeah, so it still can be. If this is a triangle, A, B, C, D, and an E, meaning, A, B, C, D, and an E, meaning you move toward the upside anyway. And currently, it looks like so, because you didn't took the low. If this is gonna happen, that means, of course, on the daily, it is playing what our scenario exactly that we were thinking about here on the daily, which it might be, of course, here a zigzag can be in a bigger triangle, meaning in a bigger triangle, A, B, C, D, and A, and then moving up again. Even the wave E, of course, can hit only the middle part after finishing there of the triangle and then moving up. By all means, Tau is looking very, very strong, very bullish. High performer, of course. Yeah, highest performer. Right, so yep, so these are the main list, guys. That's great. 1 hour 30, it's a good timing. To start, of course, with a special request. So Yes, virtual's done, Barbaros. Mina, LTC, if you can please. Wow, no time anymore, buddy. But we're gonna put it. If not, tomorrow we're gonna run a new live stream only for special requests. How about that? Okay. But currently, I'm gonna try my best. But yeah, it's already 1 hour 30. So I think I slept well before before the live stream. I took a power nap so I can handle or hold on during the stream. So we'll try, guys. Okay. Basically, we have an ABC. We have potentially here even can be, of course, an A, B, and a C. A, B, C. Well, you would like to see something for higher, right? So this is a bullish. The second bullish is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished wave 1 here, possibly. But internally, after this massive drop, well, the things did not come back to be strong. Okay, this is a very massive drop, and we see here even a potential corrective channel, right? As of course WX and Y, and we see after it here, yeah, an impulse. Yeah, so this is the high here, WX and Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2 in 3 waves, and you drop down. Currently, if this is your kind of diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it can be because you took the high, the low here, and that means, of course, you are in a diagonal 1, 2 or wave AB. But it looks like very likely you're still in an impulse double 1, 2, 3, 4, and still ranging. Okay. So if we dive deeper here on the 2 hour chart, your wave C has extended over there so far. And you might still have a wave D in a wave E. Your wave D might be here after this diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A, wave B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave D, and then E, and then dropping down again. So the things are not yet clear to bullish, of course. Now, invalidation for this triangle is over there. So let's put this as invalidation of triangle. It might be the first warning here that something interesting might be opening there. The second signal that you would like to see is the invalidation of bearish, which is above it a little bit, confirmation or invalidation of bearish. And that is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1 in leading diagonal. You want to invalidate it at 0.12. If this happens, well, okay, something is opening here for a rebound, not necessarily to be bullish. It can be, of course, something rebounding here in 3 ways. Okay, it can be high, yes. We're gonna re-estimate, but it can be, guys. Since you did it, you took the 886. What if you are in a big triangle again? A, which is always very aggressive in a triangle wave A, B, C, D, and an E, and then moving up. Therefore, since you have a wave 1, it can be a wave A, by the way. What is the wave A here? A, and because it is a triangle, it might be a wave B. Okay, so yeah. But be careful, with JASMY is not really showing so much power, of course. I mean, many coins, even from the main coins, are not showing right now power, honestly. Right? So, yeah. Let's see BONK. BONK USD. Okay, so for BONK here, we are in a potential ABC already. So if this is your A, B, and a C, you are looking here to another ABC, and I believe, yes, the same as the other coin, you're still, of course, looking for a structure. Meaning you have finished 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and you're looking for a structure, of course, for wave C. Timing for this wave C, still closer, better than other coin. It might start to move higher before. You're very close to the 1-to-1 here. Very interesting, because you are already in potential high here and you start the correction earlier. So you might be in an ABC here, in case you are in a in a WX and a Y, you are in a W, X, and a Y in ABC, meaning ABC, ABC, ABC. So let's put the WX and a Y, W, X, and a Y. Now, if you are in ABC bigger one, it might be, of course, your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which it might take a little bit more time. So very interesting. This is in a bigger picture. Now, on the lower time frame, you're still, of course, in a potential double 1, 2. You're still in a potential triangle, the same as for the other coins, which it might drop down. Okay, be careful. A, B, C, D, and E, and you drop down for a wave 5. Wave 4, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Because you have double 1, 2s there. Meaning, yes, don't forget the big wave 1, 3, 4, and a 5, in case, of course, that still gonna unfold. So, still looking for lower. And now the targets for this, well, yeah, it's very hard to say, guys. As a target, it's very hard. I don't think we're gonna take the low. Forget about, again, this low is not gonna be taken as a wick. Forget. All right. Probably you might take this low there. Here we go. This one here from this wick. Okay. So I would like C4545. If this happens, okay, you might finish the structure there and you move up. Forget the wick. Okay, so that's it for BONK. Let's see WIF for 1 hour 36 minute 30. Okay, so I'm not gonna dive deep with daily for everything here because they are almost the same. But maybe, yeah, we need here just to understand. Well, it's always better to understand anyway. So yeah, so you have an A, B, and a C here. Potentially the wave B, of course, is not finished yet. Obviously not finished because 3 ways down, you got the X. You're still looking for a very long wave C here to finish a wave B or a wave Y. So it's almost the same, guys. So almost the same, but yeah, not for every single. Here we go. So you're very close for the 0.618, but yeah, very likely that you dive inside this box area onto the 1 to 1 fib time. It might be here, therefore, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, and then moving up. Or it can be ABC finished, looking for triangles here in a wave Y, for example. Or it can be a zigzag, right? So, or a flat, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we move up. Okay, so yeah, you have several potential scenarios here. Now, internally as well, if we take a look at the 2 hours chart here, yeah, we're still in this triangle as well, right? So we're still in the triangle, the same as for every coin so far, except the highest performer. Yep. That was for WIF. We drop down after an A, B, C, D, and a E. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. So A, B, C, D, and a E, and then we drop down. Okay. We drop down at least to take this wick there at 0.37. All right. So at least. It's not necessarily to take the whole wick. This wick there, the green one. That might be considered your wave 5 there finished. Okay. From there. Alrighty. That was for WIF ENA at 1 hour 39. ENA USD. Yeah, this one is not really anyway. From the beginning, I don't like it so much because it's a very sideways chart, as you can see. So as you can see, you have a potential triangle still forming here in the daily. And obviously, you might be an A, B, C, D, and an E. Now, the wave E has to be at least a zigzag, but probably that this is your wave A, B, and a C, or yeah, can be a finished kind of like a zigzag here. Probably we need answers inside it. Let's go inside it on the micro. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm surprised. Wow, okay. It's a leading diagonal. It's different. So I'm gonna remove this. Yes, it can be finished here. But you didn't took the invalidation yet. But the structure is very interesting. Is looking upward in diagonal, leading. And yeah, I think I'm gonna take this as a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and currently probably this might be wave 5, but you need to take the high. So to confirm this, to confirm it, I need to take this high. So this is confirmation for higher prices. And even much would be much more secure or safe when you invalidate the bearish by taking the zone 1. But this is very interesting. It might be here a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, for Anna. Okay, that's whew. So you see, guys, it's not the same. It's not the same, all of them. Okay, it's not all of them. I believe, as always, the market, the crypto market is always goes in groups. All right, in groups, the altcoins always goes in groups. That is the highest performers decoupling from the market. That is the most major market goes all together in some, which is our triangle. We have, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Tau, Ethereum, and SPX, and what else? Virtuals, right? So those are impulsive, and yeah, I mean this is new for me now, like diagonal. Yeah. So, but we need to confirm it because this still can be kind of like three ways. Yes, probably it can be, but yeah, we'll see, guys. All right. So yeah, let's watch this level. Let me put the price for you. Just watch this, $0.5. Okay, from there you start to get your first confirmation for higher prices. And if you take the invalidation of bearish, that's very interesting. You might move higher. What does it mean on the daily higher? Well, you finished. Yeah, meaning you finished A, B, C, D, and a E despite the wick. You finish a wave E and you move up. The chart always. Yep. I'm sorry, guys. Technical analysis always win over fundamentals, honestly. 1 hour 43 40 RB. USD. Okay, for TRB, what is that exactly? All right, here we go. So we're looking here at a potential impulse. Yeah, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably it can be a wave A as well, wave B, and then 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, and a 5 can be also. But I see this as three wave. I don't like it. I see three ways down, three ways up in a wave B. Yeah, this is what I see it actually, and we're moving down. Now you have a 1, 2 so far, probably another 1, 2, 1, 2, and now you drop a wave 3, not invalidated yet. Let me check. Okay, you are in the triangle group again here. Okay, you're in the triangle group, meaning you still go for lower, honestly, after. Yep, still looking for lower. No invalidation yet. All right, so that means your low is gonna be wave 5, probably $19.5. Okay, somehow like that. And I think if this is gonna be the same as the other coin here, another three ways, and you are in an X, you're looking to finish a structure which is similar to this one. So it's gonna need time. And by the way, it looks like this target that we had a very long time ago is still playing. I know very long time ago because it's an old presentation again. Here we go, blue box. All right. So yeah, we're looking for this area. Probably A, B, and a C in a wave 2 and then moving up, or A, B, and a C. Uh, did I say A, B, C in a wave 2? It's a 1, A, B, C in a wave 2, and then A in a wave B. All right. So A, B, and a C, or a 1, 2. Higher possibility is the wave B playing here. A, B, and a C, because it's very long. All right. That is regarding. All right. Let's see this one. COAI. Crypto.com. COAI. Binance. Okay, that's very new. That's why I never heard. Okay. We cannot analyze this. Sorry, buddy. It's a very fresh chart. Of course, it looks like an impulse. You need 3 waves down, but yeah, you move down right now. But it might be very new. Nobody knows. It might a pull rug here. Yeah, be careful. AI. Okay, this is also as expected, very new. So be careful with these ones, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. It's I cannot really analyze this. It can be anything. All right, there is no data or history there, but still informative, of course, for the one who search for this to know that they are risky. So 1 hour. I think this was 45, and now we are 46. So 1 hour 46. Bled Unibase making all-time high Saturday night. Yes. You mean the Uniswap or this one? No, not this one. Unibase. What is Unibase? Are you kidding me, buddy? All right. It's okay. Let's go for ADA. All right. For ADA, let's check the daily first. So ABC in a 3 ways, wave A, we have of course WX and a Y in a wave B, and we're looking for a wave C, potentially 1 2 1 2. Well, yeah, that's not nice. Yeah, so this wick here for ADA, invalidation of bullish. Yeah, so very clearly taken. So I believe here, of course, definitely we are in 3 ways, guys. We have finished a wave B. You're definitely in a longer correction in A, B, and a C, and you're looking for something very long in ADA. I don't know why, or it can be a W, X, and a Y. If you're lucky, you might finish there. But time-wise, here from this A, okay, you're very close for the 0.618, but don't forget you are on the 4 days chart here. Okay, so it might take a while. You're looking at a very big one, okay? The correction here. And obviously this is 3 waves. And you need here at least 3 waves to be finished structurally with time and then moving up. Not necessarily to take the low, yes. Unless you are in A, B, C, D, E, longer time as well. Unfortunately, I don't see anything good on ADA on the daily, guys. Sorry. Very, very sorry. No bullish scenarios at all. And also internally, you are clearly in a triangle here. Okay, confirmation for lower taken, yes. And here we go. And triangle, and that means, of course, A, B, C, D, and E, we drop down. All right, guys. So be careful with ADA. So let's see FLOKI at. Let me also hydrate, guys. 1 second. All right. Yeah. So 50-minute for FLOKI. All right. So for this guy, FLOKI. Okay, this I think lower time frame. I'm gonna remove this for and see what do we have here. Okay. All right. So I was looking here for something. It looks like bullish, but obviously it's not the case. And even for this. So for FLOKI, looks like yes, this potential triangle here is still playing. Let me arrange. So basically, we are in an A, B, C, D, and an E probably here. Yes, this is. Did it took the high or not? Oh, the high is taken. Okay, but it still can be a running triangle, therefore. But okay, it can be an ABC finished there, and you're still looking for three ways down, three ways up, and of course, another structure here to be finished. The same thing for other coins. But internally, I see something different. We're gonna watch, of course. So if we're looking here at this time, of course, you still need time to finish a structure over there. Now, internally, if we take a look on this chart, okay, you have three ways up, three ways down, impulse, expanding flat, and then you move down. No invalidation taken. Okay, you're still dropping down. Be careful. Nothing yet invalidated, and you have a big wave 1, 2, potentially 3, 4, and a 5 here. This is your wave 4 expanding flat, wave 3. Can be even wave 3 there, yes, even in a zigzag. You're still looking for lower, okay? So be careful with this one as well. FLOKI, and by the way, it's a meme coin, so of course the meme coin will be suffering the same as the main coin, right? So, all right. Let's see. A dot at 53, I think, is doing worse than it was doing before. Ah, man. Of course, I'm not. I think I'm not gonna really analyze this anymore, guys, because it's so bad. It took the lowest low ever on the all-time history. So there is no point from it anymore, guys. Really, there is no point. Even this diagonal is still extending like crazy. And by the way, it is an impulses. It's a diagonal in an impulses, which it might transform to 1 2 1 2, and it becomes wave 3 4 5 4 5. Yeah, and then you never end. So that is not good. Even the wick, it took the lowest low ever. So I don't know how is that liquidation. It means this one was sold even. Guys, it was sold even from the low than it has started at $1.46 here. It was launched. So the sellers were even selling below this price. That's crazy. Even they were making like profit by selling it. So guys, this one should be careful from it. Okay, so I will not really analyze it anymore because it's a horrible one. This is the most horrible coin ever. Sorry, guys. For a link, so for link, we have A, B, and a C. All right. So for link, we have an ABC here, right? So potentially ABC unfolding. We might still see here something moving for higher, but don't forget that you might also be in A, B, C, D, and an E, and then you move for higher. Now, if this is a wave E, you need, of course, an impulse, correction, impulse, impulse, correction, impulse, right? On the 4 hours chart, we still, of course, looking at something here. Can be 1, 2, of course, and another 1, 2 in a wave 3, and currently wave 4, and you're looking for wave 5. So Link is still, of course, of the group of the triangles right now for this, and we're looking, of course, for lower sooner or later. It can be a bigger 3 waves, yes. It can be wave B there, yes. Also, it can be 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5 to finish a wave C. Now, if you finish a wave C there is a potential for Link to move up. Why? Because it has a 1, 2. And if you finish the wave C there, you are in A, B, and a C, which is your wave 2, and it might still be in the perfect fib level for a wave 2. So very interesting to be watched. So one of the good coins, right? Link is one of the good coins that it has potential soon to move higher because it has different chart. Okay, again, it's a different chart from the other one, the other group. So we can put, if you want here, Link, but I need to separate this. Somehow, virtuals and tau are the best performers. These are to be watched, okay, for bullish. So those guys to be watched for bullish because they are in a bullish formation, and it might move for higher soon. But these guys are performer already. Okay, Link is one of them. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna just go very fast with these ones, okay? Like just very fast, just to not pass anything for you guys. So DCR, we never did this before. What is DCR? Decred, okay. Looks like shitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No, it's an ABC. Also no. 3 ways down, 3 ways up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. Okay. The problem that I have here is a wave 5. So if you have 1, 2, 3, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh. Triangle. 1, 2, well, 3 ways then. Okay. It has a history, this one. Interesting, by the way. But invalidation and also 3 ways. Triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Forget about the wick here. Yes. Okay, it is an impulse. So you have a 1 potentially, and then wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, wave 2 is unfinished, but yeah, very long wave 2, honestly, to be a wave 1, 2. That means, of course, very likely you are in an A, B, and a C. But we're gonna keep the 1, 2 as well. So the thing is here that you have kind of like a corrective wave, okay? It might be here W and X and a wave Y in 3 ways, and then A, B, C, zigzag, and then of course 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and of course expanding flat here. And yeah, you finish the structure honestly, but you're still in 3 ways. So very complicated a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What a diagonal. Okay. Very open diagonal and very parallel, honestly. But still, of course, contracting at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You didn't took the high yet. So this is still, of course, shorter. That means, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might have one more drop for a wave 2 or a wave B here. Yep. So very likely that it might be the case scenario here. For hype at 1 hour 59 minutes. Okay. hype USD. All right, so daily. Okay, for hype we have an ABC or WX and a Y. Okay, so we saw, of course, this ending diagonal, which it might be a wave Y there. ABC, even A, B, and a C. It can be diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this is already a zigzag there. Wave 1, or even finish there. Wave 1 can be 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then you drop down here for a wave 2. So I'm gonna clean up, guys, a little bit here to see clearer, honestly. Okay, here we go. Also clean up this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Also, it can be an impulse. Yeah, which is a wave C anyway. So you might be here in A, B, and a C expanding flat. Yeah. So and then 3 waves down. Very interesting that we move higher. Is it a one of the performer here? That's very interesting. So after this top here, you are definitely corrective. A, B, and a C, right? And basically, we didn't saw a triangle here. We see, of course, invalidation very close. Meaning, if you take this high, which is very close, confirmation for higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, invalidation of bearish already taken. I believe this is looking for higher. Yes, is one of the performer. Yes, very interesting. But let's wait for confirmation for higher. Would be much more nicer. Let me check even again micro level. Do we have something bullish here? Yes, it is a diagonal. Yes, you have a leading diagonal, guys. You have a leading diagonal. So one of the performers. Nice. Hype. Okay. So you might be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, you might be in a 1, 2, and the wave 3 is unfolding. Interesting. So if we take here wave 3. Okay, yeah, you hit already the target, uncommon target for a wave 3. And you might take the 1.618, $45. Interesting. 4 and a 5. Then continuation for higher. Yep, so these are the things. Very interesting. I'm gonna put hype here. Interesting next to tau and virtuals. Start to be, of course. It start to be very interesting now. All right. So next one is XVG. Tomasuko, sorry, buddy, we're done for today. For special request, it's 2 hours already. 3 minutes. Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna take a look at Doge, buddy. Please more likes, Barbaros. Thank you, buddy. All right, thank you guys for your likes and for your support always. XVG USD, we are Verge. All right, okay, very bad coin, honestly. Let's see. Yes, it's a very side. Oh no, the all-time history is impulsive. So you might be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I don't like it. Yeah, the wave 5 is a little bit question mark here, but probably a short wave 3, wave 4, and an extended wave 5. That's why. But still can be, yes. An impulse wave A, B, and a C. Okay, finished. Okay, sorry guys, just thinking. 1, 2. Okay, invalidated. So if you are in a 1, 2 here, you're still looking for something longer, which I doubt it. Okay, so the things has started to be doubtful since this drop. We cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in diagonal as well. Of course not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wave 4 is longer. It's an expanding diagonal. which is very rare, and that means A, B, W, X, wave Y. Huh, interesting. And can be W, X, and a wave Y. The wave Y is an impulse. That means you're looking for a zigzag. And that means this is your wave B there. You might be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a deeper wave Y. Because you have a zigzag there. Because it is impulse. Now, what it can be, okay, so you have two possibilities, whether you are in A, B, and a C here, this one, or you are in a big one too. The wave 2 is very long, but I doubt it, guys. Okay, wave 2 should not be so much long like this, especially that the wave 1 is very, very short. And that means if you're gonna have the zigzag there, you're gonna be an A, B, and a C, probably longer sideways here. And it might be the triangle. Okay, so it might be a huge triangle here. Yes, this is what it looks like. That's why. And this is a zigzag formation. It's gonna be a zigzag formation here as an A, very complex wave B, and you move for a wave C, and then D, and then E, and then so A, B, C, D, and an E, and then you move up. Yes, it should move up. By the way, the trend is up, but it looks like a very long sideways you have here. Yeah, so with this one, whew, AVAX 6 minute. All right. So AVAX, yeah, I see very, very likely that we are also in this big, huge triangle. You took the 886, very, very characteristic of triangle. So ABCD, we might see a wave E upward, and yeah, so we gotta be careful with it. If you are in a wave A here, and then 3 ways down for wave B, you should move up. But internally on the 4 hours chart, it looks like you're not just in the triangle, but you are even downward. It's a new group for AVAC. It's a diagonal formation downward. Yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're gonna dive deeper. Okay, you still have wave 5 to unfold there. Yep, so the targets might be wave 5 diagonal. Here we go. Yeah, 18.2, 17.8. This. Whew. All right. Say it, KG. Come on. It smell like it begin a altcoin rally, maybe. uh, I don't know what to say, but I can't. This is the thing. Like, I can't really say. All what I see is some coins are really good performing. Many of them are still very sideways in triangle, and they might drop. But don't forget that after this drop, yes, it might be, of course, something pushing for really high after it, even correctively, because even after this drop, I'm expecting a rebound for the crypto market. Of course, if you think that it's gonna just keep dumping and dumping, of course not, guys. We're gonna get a very, very nice rebound, but it's not the time yet. Yeah, so I think one drop for those coins maybe, and then start to see something. For LTC, well, LTC as well. Let's see, weekly. Okay, it's a very old coin, obviously. Yeah, very clear triangle after 3 ways up, A, B, C, D, and a E. Wow, okay, that's interesting for LTC. So it should move somehow for higher. Okay, it's not finished yet, the wave E. Let me check. Okay, this should be, yeah, that's problematic also. because we need an impulse as a zigzag, unless 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Wow, fail. Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, if this is a 3 ways down, 3 ways up here, we're still looking for something for lower. Invalidation not taken, obviously, on the 4 hours chart here. And we might be, of course, interesting, A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, no, you cannot take it as a triangle. The triangle probably is extending here. In case that you have bottomed down, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, can be. Okay, you have a possibility for a potential leading diagonal wave 1 2 ABC expanding flat. You move for higher because you took the high confirmation. Very interesting. So to watch is this high, guys, which is invalidation of any kind of triangle. If you take this high with what? LTC, 102. That means you move higher. Can be. So to be watched. All right, let's put it here. To be watched. Interesting. Yeah, it's good that we. All right, Dogecoin, which is the last one, guys, and I'm done today. All right, so I mean, it's a pleasure always to see you guys. Have fun with you on the weekend a little bit, and yeah, here we are in the triangle as well for Dogecoin. Okay, it's a triangle group, obviously. All right, you're still looking for lower probably, but yeah, watch the invalidation in case you go higher. Invalidation of triangle at this price 0.21. Everyone, thank you for being here, and it was nice to see all of you, and thank you for your support always. I wish you to have a very nice weekend or the rest of it. Enjoy the eve also of this Saturday. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one. Bye bye.